Happy Sunday, guys. Thank you for joining me, Timmy O'Neill, here on Embrace Life. I want to shout out to everybody who's helped build my other channel, which is now at 115 subscribers. It's Fire Football and Fever. I'm sorry, Fire Fever Football. I'll put it in the bottom. The channel name is going to change. Originally, I started it last year, got away from it because of all the unemployment news. And since there's not really a lot going on with stimulus and unemployment, I kind of veered off of that and then focused more on health and wealth, and that geared towards crypto. So if you like this type of content, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this content on social media to enter to win $2,000 when I reach 10,000 subscribers. Guys, this question I've been getting most commonly and more recently, just because I've managed to make some pretty fantastic moves, and I just want to share this information. But this video I'm going to title "How to Make $1 Million in Crypto with $1,000," and I'm just going to include the basics. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm also not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future, but I can tell you what I have done and what most people should do. Anytime they use the word invest, you should just replace that word with gamble, because anything that you invest in crypto, consider it a loss until it actually is a gain. That being said, real quick, I want to shout out to everybody who made money with ACH and that big pump, Cartesi. This is all within the last 2 weeks. AMP and did I say Cardano? Yeah, I probably said Cardano, because we're going to say Cardano a lot. Cardano. I will come back to Cardano at the end of this video. So first things first, last year I started this channel originally for my book. Then I went and got laid off, and I had already started the channel, so I had been focusing on building it up as far as health-wise. I lost 77 pounds in 90 days. It was a big deal. At the same time, I was focusing on the wealth as far as Tesla stock, which had made me a lot of money, along with Apple stock. And two key proponents to that were Webull and Robinhood. I'll put those in the links below. You can now get crypto on both of those platforms. I'm a huge proponent of Coinbase. I'm in Western New York. We don't have a lot of options. Coinbase happens to pick a lot of the big time tokens to carry on their platform. That being said, $1,000 can get you to a millionaire relatively quickly in crypto. Especially right now, the timing is almost, you could probably pick a winner. You probably pick 10 to 20 winners in the top 100 in the growth that's going to be happening right in the here and the now. This is a total new adoption that's going to take over a long period of time. I am of the thought process of hodling, which is holding on for dear life, which means I'm not going to sell them. They also call it diamond hands. We talked about FOMO and FUD, but I'm going to dial into how you can become a millionaire with $1,000. So a lot of investors in crypto, they do one thing very well. They identify trends. Two main trends that you want to identify are the fact that if Bitcoin goes up, more than likely the altcoins are going to go up. So there's a wave, the Bitcoin with strengths for the most part. What strengths happen with the Bitcoin bring up the strengths. It's just like how I always say, it takes a village, and this rising tide is going to lift all ships. Bitcoin's the rising tide lifting all the other ships right now. So that is the first trend you want to identify. Second one is more of a designated sector of crypto, like a designation or a specific fundamental that it manages. Big money fundamentals is in DeFi, decentralized finance, which is where you control your own money and nobody else dictates fees, rules. You manage your own money. So that's kind of the big stake there. So keep those two things in mind. Also, you want to be knee deep, if not neck deep, in social media. Twitter, Reddit, you name it. A lot of crypto movement is adjusted by speculation and rumor and news. Now, if you're into stocks, you're already familiar with the fact that you buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, these guys that first got started that had that background, these whales, are able to identify the trends on both ends, whether it's, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both going up, so it's going to bring up our altcoins eventually, or this particular gaming is a huge industry portion of this crypto era. Now, it's not all cryptocurrency. They're mostly crypto assets or digital assets, but a lot of them are considered cryptocurrency. That being said, the next thing you want to do is not only stay in touch and keep your finger on the pulse of social media, because that is huge. Facebook, YouTube, it's all over the place. I started my YouTube. I've gathered a following with the crypto workshop, and I've done my due diligence. I've investigated and researched the fundamentally strong portions of crypto that I like, that I invest in. It may be different for you. You might be a gamer. You might be really into gaming. This Axie Infinity might be going crazy, and you might just fall in love. Next thing, newest on your exchange. It's a category on most of the exchanges on your phone apps. Coinbase, it'll say new to Coinbase. You can click that on the category. They have other categories like watch list and what have you. Plus, they have ways that you can earn crypto, learning more through the tutorials and taking quizzes. You'll get like $28. I actually have another video where I'm putting together that somebody put absolutely no money in, just took the $28 and invested in the tokens that I told them to invest in, and they're already over $150 with no money entered. Now, granted, she did put in $10 more because that's what she could set aside, and it was 2 weeks, and she saw a lot of growth. She was very excited. When you invest $100 on Coinbase, you get $10 free Bitcoin as well as those free cryptocurrencies. So keep that in mind. I'll put that in the link below. If you join, you get the free crypto by earning it, and if you invest $100, I'll get $10. You'll get $10 worth of Bitcoin. We'll talk about that later. If you like this content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this network. If you don't like this content, you don't like how I'm very hodgepodge and there's not a lot of graphics going on, well, smash the like button, dislike button twice. Third entity underneath identifying these trends would be the launch pads, keeping track of when these coins have releases or news, because a lot of the speculation affects the rumors and the news. So you take $1,000 and you put it potentially, let's say you put it into Cardano a couple weeks ago when it was, 30 cents or 40 cents or even 5 cents. Just think about it. It's over $2. It's almost $2.25. In fact, today it hit $2.25 on some exchanges. So keep that in mind. You can keep your eye on the news. In fact, I'll give you a link. I'll put it in the link to it in the description below. It's called CoinMarketCal. Okay. It gives you an update on these exchanges releases and launch points and mainnet releases and news on crypto. Now, mind you, you get a lot of this news on Coinbase, on Gemini, Voyage, KuCoin, Binance. They give you updates. Even Robinhood does it about their stocks. It's all about word of mouth promotion. Look at Dogecoin. That whole coin has achieved what it has achieved based on its fan base. And Cardano is right behind them in the thick of things, because if you think about crypto tokens, Bitcoin's the king, right? Ethereum's right behind Bitcoin and, in fact, has a huge platform. Well, it's not the only platform. Cardano has its own platform created by Charles Hoskinson. Pay attention to these details, because when you get these updates and these releases, CoinMarketCal specifically will tell you the launch point for announcements and what these exchanges have available to you. So you'll get announcements like Amazon possibly working with AMP, which we'll talk about a little bit later. It's another low altcoin that I think will do fantastic. Cartesi. If you got in with me last week, you made a good amount of money. You're trading. The whole other spectrum of this is not only identifying trends for these whales, but NFTs are absolutely unstoppable right now. They happen to be one of the best. Problem with NFTs is getting involved with them is a little bit more involved. To keep this easy, stick to the exchange you use on your phone. Stay up to date on what the newest coins are on the exchanges. As soon as it comes on, chances are Coinbase is going to list it and the word is going to get out. If it's a good token and it just became available on Coinbase, and particularly in the Texas and New York area, when you see these things become available, you hope it's available in your region because you probably haven't had a chance to buy any of these tokens. I specifically am a big fan of Axie Infinity. I've been waiting to get a hold of it. When it came live, I was like telling the guys in the crypto group chat, guys, Axie Infinity's up, and it was like $72 and it dropped like $66. I don't care. It's still a good buy. There's a lot of people out there that know that gaming is a huge industry that's coming with a freakness. And we're talking like world-shaking freakness, like Seattle Seahawks running back, aka Mr. Used to Be Bill. That kind of earthquake. Also, you want to be mindful of the launch pads. So I talked about CoinMarketCal, and I'll put that link below. You'll get updates on like CardStarter, Polkadot, Binance Launchpad, mainnet connections, all the inside information that these whales are getting and compiling, and then they do your basic investor. Okay, this coin that I think will do well, it's only 5 cents. Even if Ethereum and Bitcoin go up a percentage, like 10%, it's going to bring that rising tide up. So is it advantageous to get in at that point? I'll tell you how it worked for me. Alchemy Pay did the exact same thing. It came available on Coinbase, so it had a big spike. Everybody started buying into it because it was new and it was available and flashy and probably has a good amount of fundamentals to it. Popped up, did a nice 3x if you were at 3 cents, or 4x actually. I think it was up to 12 cents. But that was ACH, and then the news kind of died off after it was available. You saw this big pump and then a little, fading away. But whenever you see the rising tide lift, you're going to see some movement. So if you're playing the trading game, that's the way to do it. Okay? If you're like me, you're a hodler, just keep dollar cost averaging in, because in the long run, maybe you don't get out right at the top, but you can get out right before that. And I definitely recommend, if you're using Coinbase, these exchanges are getting overwhelmed with transactions. So if you're planning on getting out, jump first as fast as you can, because perfect example, wasn't ACH, it was Cartesi. Cartesi jumped up to $1.25, and it was next to nothing when I got it. I think it was like 25 cents, but all of a sudden it just blew up, and I'm like trying to make my sell order before it starts to taper back down, because a lot of these times when these impacts come in and these pumps, you don't want to get caught with what's called a pump and dump, which happens a lot, and the whales can do it. Anybody really can do it if it's a coordinated attack. You just talk, get it trending. Dogecoin has done that. Shiba Inu has done that. There's lots of meme coins that are out there. Those aren't the type of coins that I'm talking about investing in. And remember, this is not investment advice. This is just my own experience. Other than that, there's so many ways you can compound your money. You can stake it. You can, lend it. The power of leverage, it's compounding interest. I'll put a graphic here, actually a couple graphics in a row here, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. It's far more effective to you to use the time twice over. Not only is the value of the token going up, but if you can stake that token like you can with Cardano, and I'll talk about that with you if you want to reach out to me at EmbraceLifeTim, I'm happy to talk that over with you. But our video is running long, and this is $1,000 to $1 million. I'm just going to throw out there, Cardano, way undervalued. Towards the end of the year, it's going to be a lot higher. I think between $8 and $10. Polkadot, another undervalued, will end up going up very high. I think maybe $150. Polygon's another one that might 5x to 8x. AMP, I think, still has an opportunity to 5x. It's at 6 cents, maybe 5 cents at the time of this recording, but with Bitcoin moving up, and I saw it at 46.7 before I started recording, and Ethereum wasn't too far behind it as far as gaining the traction. What you're going to find is there's going to be patterns. The weeks have a beginning and an end. The beautiful thing about crypto is it does not stop. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. The stock market cuts off and starts back up. You have to wait for the clock. I didn't really quite like that. I dipped my toes into crypto with Coinbase. I had a great experience with it. Now, I know a lot of people have had bad experiences. Don't let one bad experience ruin a whole new renaissance era of banking. This is not your traditional banking anymore. This crypto was created to bring banking to the unbanked. So that being said, guys, there's some huge gem coins. You just got to watch out when the release dates are, the rumors are, follow, the traction, do your due diligence, get to the fundamentals, figure out what this is all about, and I guarantee you'll find some gems. I hope this was very helpful, and happy hunting, and as always, we'll be talking soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Also, check out my other channel, Fire Fever Football. I'll include the links for our fellow village of YouTubers that just started new businesses. Also, if you want to reach out to me in regards to the Pop-Up Blessings event, you can reach me at EmbraceLifeTim or reach out to me on Facebook. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday.